ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पदान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि। ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु। अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We will read the same Nuhak, 10th, 9th or 10th. ऋतं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च सत्यं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च तपश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च दमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च शमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्नयश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्निहोत्रञ्च स्वाध्यायप्रवचने च अतिथयश्च स्वाध्यायप्रवचने च मानुषञ्च स्वाध्यायप्रवचने च प्रजा च स्वाध्यायप्रवचने च प्रजनश्च स्वाध्यायप्रवचने च प्रजातिश्च स्वाध्यायप्रवचने च सत्यमिति सत्यवचारातीतरः सत्यवचारातीतरः तप इति तपो नित्यः पौरुषिष्टिः स्वाध्यायप्रवचने एवेति नाको मौद्गल्यः तद्धि तपः तद्धिस्तपः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। We had been observing that various layers of our personalities or various layer of the system a person needs to grow and a person needs to give. I had already few times mentioned social layer, family layer, professional layer, and emotional layer, or intellectual layer, religious layer, spiritual layer. I have seen that somewhere if anyone is not attended properly, so there is something lacuna in the personality, and from that angle he is deprived. Remember that if I say social layer, it doesn't mean you have to be socializing. I had explained that. You need not be family person. You need not be professional person. I have to use these layers to bring us more selflessness and use these to get out of my attachment and ahankara. This is a very important point. And ultimately when I use this, so that social vasana goes away, professional vasana goes away, family vasana goes away. Moment you defang your personality, that area will make you free. Emotions are used for emotional development, not to get attached. Intellect is used for development so that I have more subtlety to understand the truth and not to become an intellectual graduate or to get the money. Any angle of your life, if you have discovered this fact that I have to get out of expectation or demand or self-imposition there, if you can get out from that layer, you will really be above it and you have scored in that area, spiritual. Scoring spiritually is very difficult in any area. And how do I know that I have scored? So these layers slowly you are free from these layers, I told you, just if you are in a family life, and family life you have used for developing nirahankarta, detachment, you will be free from family life. Therefore, Goswamiji says, Dharma te birati, jog te jnana, jnana moch prat ved bakhana. So you will be free. Always use a person or use an opportunity to get free from some negativity. If you can use this, you don't get there to gain something materially. That I should get recognition, or I should get love, or I should get attention, or I should become. No, I am not come for that. This will never be possible. In this world, nobody can become big other than God. Because whatever you become, somebody is bigger than you. Somebody is better than you. Somebody is more smarter than you. Somebody is more intelligent than you. So have never put yourself in a race. You will become, at the end of rat race, you are only a rat. And afraid of a cat and hiding under a mat. So never be in a track of race. I'm already very small and you are better than me, so I am not at all in a race. Why should I have any? Learn to use the family life to develop tolerance, to develop large-heartedness. If you are in a professional life, use the professional life to develop the skill to serve. Okay, somebody is far ahead of me, somebody is behind me, but I have come to embrace and not to exclude. Or I am in a social life. I'm not going in the social life for having tea and party and having social status and project myself in some manner. You will always be frustrated at the end of the day. You will feel somebody is better than me. He did not recognize me. I am going for social life to get out of my smallness of heart. And I am going there to give something. That is my purpose. And if any life, whether family life, social life, professional life, emotional life, intellectual life, mission life, doesn't bring out the load from your heart, load of my own obsessions, load of my own impositions, load of my own ego or reactions or anger, or I don't accept this person. These are loads. Don't keep load on the heart. There is no point keeping load. If you are not able to get out of load through these few things what I mentioned, that it may be material success, but it was a spiritual failure. That means it is a disturbing area. Have you lessened your disturbing area or not? Have you lessened your disturbing area or have you increased? How much work you have done is of no consequence. How much is your achievement in the world? There is no consequence of that. Ramhans Ramakrishna Ji, he was, they say, illiterate. Raman Maharshi was 6th class pass. I'm not saying study is not good, don't misinterpret me. I'm saying don't measure yourself by the study. That because I'm very well, I'm engineer or I'm CA or I'm lawyer, so I'm better than you, and he is not a CA. He is only BA. And because C is head of B, so I am better. So, and after that, I'll be going to DA. DA is a party, political party, those don't know. Emerging political party. It's in Cape Town also, DA is there. So please get my point. This whole section is focused on that. Yesterday we saw about the family and all these things. That is for Pitriyagya, Praja, Prajati, Prajanascha. We saw in full detail. A very important point was children are not for possession. Gurudev used to say beautifully, children come through you, they don't belong to you. Another line is there, children are not the vessel to be filled, they are the lamp to be lit. Children are not there. I had told about the children also, what is the purpose of child and how I can leave a legacy. But you should have something to give to the child. Not that you don't have, supposing parents' nature is not very good. They cannot give too much thing to the child other than money, maybe qualification. They are not emotional contributor in children's life. They are not spiritual contributors. They are only financial contributor. They are not a religious contributor. They didn't teach puja. They are not, what is it called, contributor of Vedantic life. So that is incomplete upbringing. The child has missed something. I have missed because I was not taught. So that was the purpose of Praja, which I saw in full detail. I told about purpose of marriage, purpose of child, and what kind of child's purpose is for what children will do, and ultimately what makes a complete family. Yesterday you had seen in detail. Let me now move forward. So after this was said, one thing is remaining, this topic. In all these, Swadhyaya and Pravachana, this is a common point. This is told with every, not to make a song, but so it is here. If you see the Bhashya, Sarvehi etaihi karmibihi yuktasyapi. Which page? What is where you are studying? I don't. 45, which line? 55. Which line? 6th. First line is the top or bottom? Okay, they say always. Because one boy came in the school, well, I have topped Swamiji. I said, congratulations, it's from the bottom. So, I am the first from the last, lowest marks I always say. So, you can see what is written here. Sarvaihi etaihi karmabhihi yuktasyapi swadhyaya pravachane yatnato anushtheye itivam artha sarven sah swadhyaya pravachana grahanam. You have to underline this line, please. Underline here or put a mark here, whatever is there. It's a very important statement. Somebody asked Bhashyakar why everywhere Swadhyaya Pravachan was used. Why it is along with everything. He said, with all these Shama, Damaha, Pratam or Praja, the Swadhyaya Pravachan is used because Yatnato Anushtiyam. With all these action, two things are common to be done without any fail. And therefore, Swadhyaya and Pravachan has been mentioned. Well, but I don't have the time. Time you don't have. You have less willpower you don't have. Therefore, word is yatnataha. With certain willpower. Yatnataha means you have to take a sankalp there. I have to complete this. I cannot go to sleep unless I complete this. It's like taking a medicine. If you have blood pressure, medicine is there. So doctor will say you cannot afford to miss this. You have to take it at any time. Or insulin is there. Insulin is there. Or diabetes medicines are there. Some people have very serious diabetes. So they have to take injection before the food. And because if that is not there, it can be dangerous also. I have heard of people dying They have taken the insulin and not taken the food. So they passed away also. They forgot or something happened. So Swadhyaya Anushthe. When Anushtan word is used, always understand it is Sankalp. Completing a certain amount of work at a certain time in a certain way is called Anushtan. Therefore, Sthan is there. Anushtan at a certain place also. Place here means certain amount of work, certain amount of sadhana in a certain time you have to complete within 24 hours. This much of jap I have to complete within 24 hours. There can be kal lop, but there should not be karma lop. I may miss the time, but I cannot miss the action. Kal lop is possible and permissible. That morning was very busy, I could not catch up in the morning. But I have afternoon and evening, I have to complete it. Without that, I cannot go to sleep. So, yatnatah anushtheya iyam evam artham sarven sah swadhyaya pravachana grahanam. I hope you have understood. Now, I will explain what is Swadhyaya and Pravachan. It's a very, very important point is there, and therefore you understand the meaning. Look, Swadhyaya is not self-study. Don't conclude as self-study. Our problem is not objective. Objective problem needs objective solutions. Only I am hungry, better have food. I am feeling cold, put on sweater. I am feeling hot, you can take out your sweater. I am feeling headache, please go and rest or take medicine or do both. I am feeling pain in the leg, please go and take medication. Or you can see doctor. Or you can lie down. Or I am having throat pain. Throat pain is a sign of infection. I think you should start antibiotic. If there is a throat pain, that is a sign that something is not right. So better you take antibiotic and complete the course. SUP course, antibiotic course, sorry. So you complete the antibiotic, complete the antibiotic course and you will be fine in 5 days, 7 days. But 4 problems are intellectual. I am karta, I am bhokta, I am sukhi dukhi, and I am parichin. These 4 problems are not emotional, they are not situational, they are not family, they are aberration in intellect. Again I will say, I am karta, aham bhokta. 2. Third is aham samsari, that means I am sukhi and dukhi illogically. And last is aham parichinna, I am limited being inside the body. To deal with these 4 issues, you need an intellectual solution for an intellectual problem. Somebody said, well, you know, all this Vedanta knowledge is only intellectual. So problem is intellectual. It won't be nasal. It won't be dental. But your problem is intellectual. What can we do? So you cannot say that I don't have that. You have to understand that. You have to understand that. When the problem is of misunderstanding, then you have to understand it. It can go by understanding, right understanding. Understand. Somebody said, God does not love me, neither gurus love me. I am an orphan. This is an intellectual. I said, God does not love me. You get food every day without earning. You get water every day. You get so much of air you are taking. You have a long nose. So you inhale a lot. And you are inhaling. You are exhaling. So many things God has given you. Don't be so ungrateful. God gave you mother, father. You had the love of mother. You had the love of father. people have come in your life. Many people they gave you, but you did not give back to them as much as you got from them. Bole, this point is there. It took half an hour to explain this point. But it was an intellectual problem, therefore I had to explain it. And ultimately he said, you are right. It's not that God. I was the one who did not understand this point. I am an impulsive person, so I just concluded irrationally. I'm sorry. So when Swadhyaya, what it does? Swadhyaya tackles your intellectual aberrations, emotional impurities, and ultimately your avidya is gone. When I say Swadhyaya, no, understand what is Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is what scripture is saying and what is Ritam. Between scripture and Ritam there comes one teacher. And he is the one who proves that how the Shastra is right. On every issue, there is not an issue, because this is a Brahma Vidya, therefore scripture there is nothing which will not be discussed in the scripture. What you may see, that this we don't talk about it. When I went to the scripture, that also was discussed. Many things are discussed. But here we are talking about Brahma Vidya, knowledge of the Brahman. So here, what is there? Please note, who is the bridge between scripture and Ritam? Don't say what is Ritam. Well, I've heard somewhere this. Ritam vadishyami. Ritam means that intellectual conviction about the word of scripture. And if you remember that, I had said what is Gayam, what is to be known in this world, what is attained. Second was Sadhyam. Second Sadhyam bataya. Prapyam. Prapyam Sadhyam ek hi baat. What is Prapyam? Then what is Kartavyam? Then what is Tyajyam? And what is Bhoktavyam? This is the set of things one should be clear about. What in this world should be known? And here the role of Shravanam is very crucial. Because scriptures are so far and wide, you won't know what to start, where to stop without head and tail. You won't understand. Even if you understand, you'll understand something else. So you need a capable acharya. So in the presence of capable acharya, you have to have a systematic, regular, committed, chronological study of the scriptures. There's a chronology. You cannot take any book and start reading off. Regular, systematic, committed, chronological study from a capable acharya, so that my doubts are gone regarding why Atma should be known. What is there in Atma to be known? Why should we know this? If I don't know Atma, what will be the wrong? Gayam. Or then Apyam, Prapyam, ya Sadhyam. Why Antakaran Shuddhi should be there? What is purity of mind? Then what is there? Then Kartavyam. Then Tyajyam. Then Bhoktavyam. Each of these 5 points are elaborated for months together. But why? Because you have a very thick sheet of ignorance. And if I don't study, then you will be a lost person. You will be beating around the bush, or you will be confused on everything. When you are, yesterday also I told you, that when you are entering into field of action, you know what is the meaning of being bound or being free. When you are entering into relations, supposing a person is entering into married life, you should know what is marriage, what's the purpose of marriage, where is the culmination of marriage, what shall I do in married life? Because you are going to be caught up. Anywhere you go, you find out the functionalities about that area. You are, I give example also. It's like a machine. You are handling a machine. It's a big and complicated machine. And you are sitting, but you don't know how to get out of that. Then that machine, anything in this world is a good servant but a bad master. When you don't know, then it will catch you. You will be destroying yourself. Then you say, Swami, marriage is a very bad thing. No, you did not know how to use it. It was not a bad thing. Because you were inefficient, you did not know what for marriage is there. How to live in the married life. Therefore, it was an accident and not an incident. You made a simple thing an accident because you were ignorant about certain things. This is regarding entering into friendship with somebody or entering into, what is it called, some job, or entering into some enjoyment. Everywhere you go and you get yourself into trouble and burn your fingers. You should have known that. What is it all about? And if you don't know, this problem will be there. Why you are like that? By supposing somebody is going to airport for the first time. I can't see Shashikala. Every day I can't see. Can you move slightly? I can see. And here I can move little. Little. I think it is already jammed there. Jammed. Then they will be disturbed. If I am going to the airport, and if I am going, many places now, the only, what is it called? Manual things are not there. You have to put the electronic. Like I've never used ATM. I don't know how to use ATM. So they put a card and some number is there. Or you should know what you are dealing with. Or supposing you have a card and you have gone to the shop. So you should know that they will swipe like that, something they will do. They'll swipe. They'll make you sign also sometime. That this is your sign is there. Whatever is there. So anything, friends' life, professional life, how do you know what is that? Unless you know where is the ultimate goal, how will you decide short-term goal? If game you don't know, what is my duty? Why you want to do duty? Well, which job to do? But why should you do job? Why should you do job? Well, I have taken Diksha. Why you have taken Diksha? So that I can get Diksha. But why you want Diksha and Diksha? You should give Siksha first. You should have Siksha first. Only I want to do Prachar. Before Prachar, you should have Achar and Vichar. Then you should do Prachar. Don't go and do Prachar there. Otherwise your Achar will become. In the name of Prachar, you will make yourself an Achar. If you don't follow the Achar, you will become Achar. Achar and Achar, both are different. Achar means pickles, am I thinking. So, Gayam is required. And therefore, when Arjuna said, I don't know, I don't know, should I fight or should I not fight? Arjuna had not asked question about the self. Arjuna had not asked Upanishad's question that what is the nature of the self. He said, I'm confused. Yash Shreyasya Nishchitam Bruhitan me. Bhagavan started telling about Gayam. In 2nd chapter till 25th verse, only Gayam, what is the nature of self? And therefore in 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, Gayam yattat pravakshami yad jnatva amritam ashnote. Knowing which one is to be free from everything. And therefore I always say, everybody should study Vedanta. He may follow some other path. He may follow bhakti, he may follow any another. But he should know at least what is the ultimate goal and why that is the goal. How will you decide your duty? How will you decide why I should leave this? You should have a total roadmap. You are going to the airport and you say, give me the ticket. He said, where you have to go? Bole, anywhere. जो भी plane खाली उसी में बैठ जाता है. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. First thing we'll ask, where you have to go, what is your final destination? Well, I have to go. Then you will say, okay, I have to go to America. Then he will say, okay, these are the routes. There are either by Abu Dhabi or you have to go to Frankfurt. I am frankly telling this. Or you have to go to Tokyo. Whatever is there. If you don't know, so your life map is there. Ultimately, what is worth knowing here? Is there something? No, or the scriptures are just, they are just a nonsense thing. And there you need a teacher. There you need a Gurudev. And therefore I say after 12th class, they should have 2 years compulsory spiritual training. After that, they can apply for graduation. Without this, they cannot apply for graduation. Compulsory training. Some ashram should be located with the government, and then in that ashram they should live in the discipline, and they'll get marks accordingly. This was what I say. And they should live under a capable teacher and put on white dress. So point is, some put off-white in between. I think their clothes are wet, I think. So then see off-white. So my point is Geyam, then bolo Sadhyam or Apyam, then your Kartavyam will decide. Kartavya is not independent thing. What is my duty? But why should you do the duty? Supposing, why should you do this duty? What should I leave? Why should you leave something? Enjoy. It takes hours and hours of discussion, of conviction. I told you, one is teacher, there is preacher. Preacher will say, speak the truth. Teacher will give hours and hours, convictions, discussion, why speaking truth is the best way to live in this world. Because that alone can keep your mind quiet and make you grow. Like we talked about family life, social life, professional life, emotional life. Understood? No, I hope you have getting. So this is tackled by Swadhyaya, where you expose yourself to knowledge. Expose yourself to Gita. Let Gita talk like you go and you expose your son to sun. Expose yourself to morning breeze. When you take bath, you expose yourself to the running water. When you go to the doctor, you expose yourself to the medicines. When I was going for, I exposed myself for massage. Let them go inside you. When I say expose, let it go inside you. It is called sevan, not seva. Seva is from inside to outside, and sevan is from outside to inside. Aushadhi sevan, Vayu sevan, Guru sevan. Guru with seva and sevan both. You are hearing the teacher. Ashram sevan. Go and live in the ashram. Let the vibration of the place enter you. Let the discipline of the place enter you. Let the God's grace enter you. So this is possible only when you have Swadhyaya. Otherwise, a person will be thoroughly confused and he will have a wrong conviction. Well, if Swamiji, nothing happens by jap, etc. What you did jap for? And how much you did? And who told you to do? Well, nowadays, gurus are like that. Who is a guru? You are deciding guru by Bollywood. In Bollywood, always some sannyasi is painted in a bad light. And some father and mullah is painted in very holy person. Bollywood has cheated us a lot. Now they are coming with different kind of films. Anyway, Swami, I know Gita. What? Keep on doing action, don't forget about fruit of action. Achha? Yeah. Karmani evtyadhikara. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karm bhurbo. Huh? Which version is this? Again say. Ma karm phal bhurbu. ये कहाँ से आ गया? वो माँ कर्म फल हेतुर्भुः is not भूर्भुः. Oh, वही है, I forgot. What is the message of Gita? Keep on doing action. Don't be. What is the meaning of? How is it possible to do the action without fruit? Hello? Huh? No, I'm asking you, sit down. I'm asking you, if Gita says keep on doing the. Have you come here with desire, without desire? With desire. So it is not possible to do action without desire. But Gita is saying don't have desire. This is what the problem is. You have understood half only. When Gita says that don't have the fruit of action, do the action, that means nishkam karma does not mean have no desire, have a higher desire. It is impossible to work without that desire. Ichha will always be prompting, but don't have an egocentric desire, have a God-centric desire. This is the meaning of living the fruit of action. I'm not doing for my selfishness. I'm earning money. If I'm working, I'll want money. If I'm working, I'm a businessman, I'm working to get money. I'm opening the shop for my money. But that money will, 70% money I will use for some philanthropic purpose, or I'll offer to somebody, and with me I can be there. It is the meaning is here. Phal is not that you don't receive it. Phal is that your ahankar, and I should have got this. Why I did not get? You are reacting to some situation that you have gone in the form of sorrows and joy. Why he shouted at me? It's your fruit of action. Make it a prasad. I'll give him prasad. So this is the meaning of fruit. When you don't become sad and happy corresponding to very bad and good situation, that is the meaning of living the phal. It takes, you know how much time we give in Bhagavad Gita in the evening. You are seeing one shlok, it takes whole class. Here also whole class goes away. I have to take extra time. So it is not that easy. And still we do the same mistake sometimes. And wonder is after listening so much, still we are on the same. Although we come back, that means still my vasanas and misunderstandings are holding the sway. Therefore again I have to listen. Don't think that my listening is over. I have understood. Understanding won't work. You have to orient. You have to orient the thinking. You have to get conviction. And therefore Swadhyaya is required. Swadhyaya is required. You are exposing yourself to the intellect of the vast, experienced Acharya. You go to any experienced Acharya who has heard for years together, 20 years, 30 years, 30 years. He has heard, he has done his own meditation, he has done his own tapasya, he has churned everything, and I am a novice. And going to a teacher, he opens as if the sunlight is coming. I am exposing myself to his experience, his maturity, his responses, his understanding, Bhagavad Gita. And as if everything is showering upon me. This is Swadhyaya. So that my wrong notion should go away. Otherwise in the childhood we were told, you should become very big person, become rich person, or become a very big job, you should be there. You should have a very big job. When I used to go to my nani's house, so all my mamas, you say you are good in studies, you should get to very big job. You will qualify any competitive examination, so you should go, and they already got everything. My form and everything, he said you should qualify this examination, you will become deputy collector, you will become commissioner. You will have a lot of cars, you will have a lot of guards, you will have a lot of respect, everybody will know you. So this is the position you should get in life. Life is meant for this. They put this idea all the time into me. But God had another plan. They say, if you want to make God smile, tell your plans. So they were all very convinced that I am going to do in this exam. I used to keep silent. I never used to react. That I won't do this, or may make faces, or express my discontentment and react to it. I used to just smile and say, because still I needed to be convinced about what is there. Nobody should be hurt because I don't agree with you. Non-agreement is not equal to hurting somebody. At least he's thinking something. So, this is what we are fed. Who talks about that game, kartavyam? Why duty should be there? Why japa I should do? Why puja? It needs tremendous amount of exposure to Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad for years together. And please note, if Ritam, Dhamma, Satyam, that means it has to be daily. Otherwise you cannot, because Dhamma you are practicing daily, Shama is daily. And this, what is it called? Agniya is daily, Agnihotram is daily. So, with children, every day you are living with the child. Daily, family life is daily. Therefore, should be like eating is a part of your routine. Eating, bathing is a part of your routine. You cannot think of a day in which you have not taken a bath or not eaten anything or not combed your hair. Similarly, this is a part of my daily life. If you go in Ramayana, Bhagwan Ram in the jungle also is having satsang every day. Every day, either he is listening or he is talking. That was his routine. The Swadhyaya is very important. If you have nobody, now a lot of facilities are there to listen. You listen to something good. Then Pravachana. Now, I want to do Pravachan. Wait. You are not fit for Pravachan. Pravachan is difficult. Then Swadhyaya. Because in Swadhyaya you are exposed and you are very quiet. You have to just go and sit in the class. Dhappa se baith gaye. And there you have to sit and you have to listen what the teacher is talking. But when you have to talk, my dear, you had it. It is not that easy area. But Pravachan is a stronger sadhana. Stronger in the sense, if you want to. Pravachan is a double-edged sword. Pravachan has some repercussion also. And it has very positive point also. If you tell me, then I will tell both. Will you please tell? देखो what is भाष्यकार saying. देखो क्या लिखते हैं. स्वाध्याय अधीनम ही अर्थ ज्ञानम. By Swadhyaya means, don't forget, Swadhyaya means converting the scriptural knowledge into rhythm. And which deals with these 5-6 factors. Artha Jnanam is whatever is the meaning of the scripture. That is called Artha Jnanam. What is the meaning of the Vedic statements? All the times our mind should be lit. It should be well enlightened on subject. Not be confused. You should not be dull. I have seen maximum ashram, they have no studies. Lot of social work is there. Problem will be, they will fight with each other. Some day will come where the struggle of power will start. Struggle of money will start. So somehow all these things have never attracted me. I was quite study-oriented, understanding-oriented person. And after that I will do all the seva. But seva without proper knowledge will create lot of disturbance. Because from seva, slowly they will drift into power struggle. Slowly, they will come very nice. But slowly when the authority is given, a person will be changing. So, Swadhyaya Adhinam, they are doing action without knowing how to do action. Artha Jnanam. Without this understanding, listening, etc., you won't have the meaning. Artha Jnanat. Artha Jnanayat. Jnanayat. Artha Jnan. देखो क्या लिखा है? Param Shreya. Dependent on the meaning is the moksha. Param Shreya means moksha. अच्छा हाँ अर्थ ज्ञानाय यत्तम ज्ञानाय तम च परम श्रेयः. Understand, no? Then moksha is there. So you have to have clarity. And if you have been following the classes, most of you may be following the classes, you know how each topic must be cleared in the mind. I may not live it, that is my problem, but at least if you give some thought, you will see that I am more clearer. And how others are so confused. What is pravachan for? Underline. Pravachanam cha tad avismaranartham dharma pravridyartham cha. Pravachan means a person is talking. Tad avismaranartham. So that he doesn't forget. Please note, pravachan is not for everybody. There are two kinds of pravachan is there. Pravachan is for what? Pravachan has two meanings. One is Parayana, other is teaching. So Parayana also is called Pravachan. Parayana. Not Parayana. Parayana. Ved Parayana is called Pravachan or Ramayana Parayana. And second meaning is Dharma Pravridyartham cha. To propagate the Dharma. Lineage is there. So that next generation can continue. One generation is over, next generation, otherwise who will take the scripture forward? Who will tell the meaning? If pravachan is not there, who will tell the meaning? Second line is not there to take charge. There is nobody. So you end, and after that teaching will end, and after that people will not know what is there. Sakale neha mahata nashto parantapa. Gita says, because of absence of teacher, that knowledge is over as if. So pravachan, and therefore there are two kinds of propagation. One is called horizontal propagation, other is called vertical propagation. When you know, more and more people should know about this. That is called horizontal propagation. And when you teach to the one who is going to become teacher, that is vertical propagation. Because all those who are listening are not capable of transferring the knowledge. And sometimes they don't want to transfer also. It is possible they say, no, I'm fine by listening. I don't want to do pravachan. So in pravachan, what is there? Please understand. Pravachan, when you talk, what you are talking first, you should be that, not you are talking about that. If you are talking about humility, you should be humble. You should be humility. Don't talk about humility. If you are talking about bhakt, prahlad, you should be bhakt to a certain extent. If you are talking about karma yoga, you should be a karma yogi first. If you are talking about, what is it called, upasana, you should be first upasana, otherwise don't talk about it. You should be very thorough. Otherwise words will have no wings. You will be boring the audience all the time. You are a bore. Acha? So first you have to internalize the matter, as at least you should be in love with that matter, that I should be like that. So pravachan should be varana purvak. It is not to tell to others, it is to tell to me only. Otherwise pravachan, I said, is a double-edged sword. It can't kill your ignorance or lethargy, but it can bring ego also. Because after Pravachan you are respected. After Pravachan people adore you. They praise you. And I have found 80% people who do Pravachan ultimately get more ahankar. This is the risky portion of Pravachan. The person who doesn't talk, he is more sober. Because already ego was there. Now Pravachan has fanned that ego. He was a better person before talking. Before talking, he was more humbler person, more amiable person, more easy to behave. Now that he has started talking, maybe he is a good orator. Oratory is a talent. Like dance, music is a talent, oratory is a talent. He can use very flowery words. So it's a risky area. Pravachan is a risky area. After a person becomes brahmachari, is different than what he was. Or Swami is different. Not all, not you all. If you are doing upasana, if your varan is there, no, I am just going to please the God, eating my mang mein puja. 1 person come, 10% come, doesn't matter. I have to just offer these words to the God. I am not under any competition. I am not becoming a speaker. I am a pujari. I am a worshipper of God. I have nothing to do with that. If this is in your mind, and you don't, and you have to be grateful to the person who is listening in front of you. Don't think, hey, ignorant people know what is knowledge. Don't say like that. Oh, ignorant. Oh, अज्ञानी सुनो ज्ञान की बात है. मूर्खों इस बात को सुनो. ये नहीं है. Very risky. Be very, 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 very careful. After Pravachan, you should become humbler. Vidya dadati vinayam. So if Vinay is not there, then you will become, because people will say, wow, what nice talk, very nice. Namaskar, pranam. So thank you. Then say, everybody is saying, I'm really very good, I'm very thorough, I'm very thorough actually. I prepared for 4 hours. So this will, you will think like that. So it has defeated the whole purpose. Because it has taken you away from God, away from Guru, away from your own antaryami. Understand, na? So I have seen the stark difference between before he was talking and after he was talking. Stark difference. Total person change. With me, with everybody. He's not the same person. And therefore I'm a little afraid. Anyway, so in Pravachan what happens? Understand that. But Pravachan, if you are absorbed in that sadhana, and your ahankar is not different than the Shastra. Are so surrendered to that subject. Second point, you bring all the knowledge into yourself. Third, you are very emotional about it. And you have every memory about the subject. So your ahankar should bring the chit, then it should be in buddhi and then man. When man, buddhi, chit, ahankar are absorbed in the subject, and then you are coming to talk on the subject. Gurudev used to call it loud reflection. In listening, only Jnanendri is active. In Pravachan, Karmendri, Jnanendri both are active. So one Karmendri and one Jnanendri brings all personality. So your all personality is talking actually. Understand that. And after this is there, and if you are really doing it with Varan, Varan means, bolo, with the choice of knowing the self. It is my sadhana. I don't bother about anybody. Many times you must have seen very less people are there. Many times hardly anybody is there. Many times lot of people are there, but we have pravachan every day. So that is not there. Many times I have been in pravachan. Very less people, you have seen that in the beginning, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But one should not be, and please note, if you are talking, please become very good listener, then only you have very good pravachan. You have to listen a lot first. You have to be grateful to the people who are listening to you. So, pravachan is a very strong manner through which you go through the text. And one more observation is there. Those who are students, especially of Vedanta, Brahmachari Swamis, you will never read a text unless you talk about it, because you are a lazy person. So you will not study unless you are put some pressure is there. Tomorrow you talk, then you start thinking, my God, what will I talk? Let me understand what is there. Which text you are talking on? I am talking on Updesh Sar. Acha, but you are taking chapter 3. This is another book. When is the talk? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. And now you are preparing now. I am feeling, my heart is beating. I think it will come out. My blood pressure has gone very low. I think I'll cancel it. I'll say I'm not feeling well. Let me tell, I'm not feeling well. So, anyway, people don't come. So, same people are there. So, they are exposed to too many people, same people. So, I think I'm not coming because I'm not feeling well at all. I'm sinking. Acha, I can't continue it. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Then you try to see my talks are there. On that topic, there are 5 classes. And each class is 1 hour 35 minutes, 1 hour 37 minutes. And you hear, I don't think so I can. I have only 2 hours available. I can't make it. धक 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 हो रहा है, दिल टूट जाएगा हमारा. I cannot do it. My dear, you have to study a lot. You have to work hard. You have to make notes. Because people are not fools. They will understand how much is the depth. Not easy. You will talk on Bhagavad one day, Ramayana one day, Upanishad one day, Gita one day. Halana, Dhimaka, everything is there. And listeners are also quiet. Some are like Sambhavi Mudra, some are like that. Antarlaksh Bahi Drishti. Bolo. Some have such like that they sit. इसका मतलब है what prarabdha I had to listen to. हमने क्या कर्म किया था तुमको सुनने के लिए. You come and sit here. Some have angry faces. मतलब वो बोल क्यों रहे तुम? Why are you talking? My dear, it needs a tapasya for a good pravachan. I cannot listen to pravachan in television. They talk so loose. Very difficult. Very few Mahatmas I can listen. Because ठीक नहीं बोल रहे हैं. यहाँ clear है. वो बात तो clear है. One who has done upasana, who has done sufficient japa, puja, sufficient contemplation for a long time, then scripture speak and person is off. Gita has overtaken the speaker. Upanishad has overtaken the speaker. You should not be aware that you are speaking. Let the God take over. Moment you become aware I am speaking, your world's flow will be over. The flow is disrupted. The form has gone. Understood? And I'm repeating it. Pravachana should make you humbler, more Guru Bhakt, more Ishwar Bhakt. Why? After going through it, only understood the subject well. Jai Gurudev, because of your grace, I understood that. It's a very great way. But maximum people who teach, I have seen, they become arrogant. You should be prompted by the Guru to teach, and it is for the Guru. Then it is safe. Be safe. I'm not saying you should not do, but be careful. In Singapore, I saw when accidents happen, they put one board there that accident happened here on this date, so that you should be careful while turning. It's a risky area. It's risky. It's not a university teaching. You are teaching to your own self. You are worshipping the Lord. It is as pure as doing puja. And in puja, you should get prasad. And prasad is that I got more purity. I felt more pure. I have developed more tolerance. I have developed more compassion. I have developed more expansion of my heart. You have to have compassion sometimes patience, sometimes love, and most devoted heart. I told you, na, ahankar should be drenched in Bhagavan, in the subject. Buddhi should be totally knowing the subject. Mind should be in love with that subject on what you are talking. It should be very lovely subject. I love this subject. And chit, lot of memory should be there on that subject. Gita you are talking, but you are forgetting all the verses. Acha, I forgot. What chapter is going on? Eight chapter is going on. What slok we saw yesterday? Yesterday we saw the slok Antakale cha mameva yo smarati nityashah tasyaham sulabha partha yo madbhakta samipri. You make three chapter now. You are making a recipe of Shlok or what? You mix chapter 8 Shlok, chapter 12 Shlok. You should be knowing it very well. Knowledge should be there. You see how many times I have to quote from this place. Mahabharata says like that. Vishnu Purana says like that. It's not that easy. So, I told you na, ahankar, surrendered, buddhi, totally absorbed. Mind should be in love. And chitta should have nice topic. Because when you are serving to the people, it should be something good. Don't serve something mediocre thing. Badhiya kuch suno. अच्छा सुनो, कुछ अच्छा सुनो. I went to certain महात्मा, they used to say, कुछ वेदांत अच्छा सुना दो यार, हमको अच्छा सुना दो, आज कुछ अच्छा सुना दो, कुछ भी सुनाओ वेदांत का, हमको सुनाओ अच्छा वेदांत सुनाओ. Just one to one never sitting. अच्छा कुछ सुना दो. चलो बताओ दो दृष्टा ब्रह्म में तत्पद शोधम त्वम पद शोधन क्या होता है, वो बता दो कुछ. ये फल व्याप्ति क्या है, वृत्ति व्याप्ति क्या है, इसी के बारे में जो मर्जी बताओ, कुछ सुनाओ अच्छा. तो सुनाओ बहुत अच्छा है. Once I was pressing Mahatma's feet. He was about to sleep. He said, you know, in Guru Stotra this line comes. क्या लाइन थी वो? चैतन्य शाश्वत शांतो व्योमातीतो निरंजन बिंदु नाद कलातीता. What is बिंदु नाद कलातीता? While sleeping. So I said, see, Bindu is indicating, because Bindu, if you join, it will become a line. So, and line, if you extend, it will become two-bit dimension and two-dimensional. So Bindu is indicating the form. Nad is indicating word. And Kala is indicating variety. So that which is beyond the bindu. He said then it should not be sarvyapak. I said no, sarvyapak means in which the akash is false. Sarvyapak does not mean that it is all pervasive. Sarvyapak means in which the pervasiveness is not, it is pervading the space itself. It is the one which is the substratum of space. खुश होके बैठ गए हो, बोले बहुत मजा आ गया यार आज तो, अच्छा लगा. तो ये दक्षिणा होती है. One Swami Shankaranand was there in Haridwar, very Bhakkad Mahatma. So Swami Abhedananda used to go to him. So he was very against bhakti, only Vedanta. He used to laugh. So Swamiji was a great devotee. बोले कुछ सुनाओ अच्छा, बोले भागवत सुनाओ. तो Swamiji told about Ras Panchadhyay. बोले मजा आ गया रास पंचाध्याय सुन के. तो आई एम सो हैप्पी टू हियर रास पंचाध्याय. दक्षिणा देंगे तुमको. अब ही हैड नो वन क्लॉथ ऑल्सो वॉज नॉट ऑन द बॉडी. What dakshina he will give? But he gave dakshina. Dakshina was Gyan Dakshina. That you are not Jeev, you are Brahman. This is my dakshina. This I am giving this knowledge. Never be a Jeev now. So pravachan, when you talk, you are more intense. When you hear, you are less intense. And sometimes when you talk and you have to listen your own pravachan first. So you are very intense. You cannot afford to. As a listener, you may go off or sleep, or you may be distracted. But as a pravachan, you cannot have yawning. I hope nobody yawned here. क्यों भाई Stanley? Somebody yawned or what? Koshki? The fear is taking the yawning. So, no? Okay, thank you. My point is, you become the subject. You become very quiet. And more important, supposing you live another life, you have more guilt that what I am talking is different. How much hypocrisy is there? Somebody asked Gurudev. He said, you ask anybody to give pravachan. Do you think the person is able to live? Or really? You know what Gurudev said? At least he will develop a guilt. He'll feel shy and embarrassed. And one day he'll be out of that problem. Gurudev had very large heart, I feel. Gurudev's heart was very hard. I was not knowing Gita also. And he told me once, go to all schools and tell about Gita. No, I had to read Gita first. What is Gita? I was hardly 18-year-old. He's saying, go to all schools and tell about Bhagavad Gita. Take one shlok and talk about it. I had to open the book, what is the shlok karmanye vadikar asti. Then I took a shlok yogastha kuru karmani. What was shlok I liked? Few shlok only I studied. And I liked all. I used to talk on that. And I used to say, I don't know, but this shlok I liked. They said, no, it's very good you talk. So, whatever is there. So, pravachan you become very intense. Pravachan you make it, you have to be austere person. Tapasvi you have to be. You have to, I told you, man, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, all have to be there. And when a person doesn't behave as he is talking, you lose listener because they lose faith on you. When I already am surrendered and people feel, no, his words and his action are in line, so people have more love for you. It's not that area. But Swadhyaya is still easier. If you have somebody nice is there to tell. So for one pravachan, you should have 10 years of Swadhyaya. Then only you will be convinced about that. So, pravacham, two meaning was there, not to forget and for dharma prasar also. So horizontal propagation we saw and vertical propagation we saw. ठीक है ना? So I hope you are understanding that. Be very, very afraid of getting respect. And if anybody gives, please close your eyes and offer it to Bhagwan and Guru. Because whatever I have today, it is because of my Guru. And if somebody praises, just say my Gurus, this goes to my Guru. It's not my words at all. I am just copycat. I am copy-paste. I am not my words. Only thing my glory is that I was chosen for this. Bhagwan has chosen for this seva. That is my only glory. But pravachana is a very, very strong way to go to the scripture. Very strong way. Because that makes you a deep person if you are doing the right thing. We will see more tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.